Hi everyone, it's Kate from the Forward Line. I am back this week with the edit. This is our weekly roundup of new sewing pattern releases. It's been a good week. We've got some really nice things. It's feeling summery. The sun is out. I don't know about you, but as soon as the sun is out, I'm in a really, really good mood. And the first pattern we've got is really summery, so I'm going to start with that one. So the True Bias Laura dress. Have you seen it? Are you in love with it? I'm seriously in love with it. So this pattern comes as a PDF only at the moment. They do usually release paper patterns for their designs, but usually it's quite a few months. So if you want it for the summer, then probably go the PDF route. It comes in sizes UK 0 to 32. It's such a lovely pattern. So let's have a look and see what's going on. I'll show you some different pictures and the line drawing, and we can get properly stuck into this. So it is a really simple summer dress, quite fitted, buttons down the front. It's got the really nice detail where it's got kind of a looped buttonhole. Basically, like there's like a little loop that forms a buttonhole. You know what I mean. There is a curved seam underneath the bust with some gathering. There is also a another dart that comes underneath the bust. There is also, if you don't like strappy things and you would like to have your arms covered, there's also an option to add a really great sleeve. It's elasticated around the top and around the cuff, so it's quite dramatic. It's got a little kind of puff at the top and a puff down here, double puff, and it's just really fab. I think you could wear this for a wedding, to the beach. It's just quite a useful item, so definitely worth going and having a check out. And it's nice to have a release from kind of big well-known designer. Always find that quite exciting. So this next pattern we've got is from I Am Patterns. It's called the Marty dress, tunic and top. This is a really versatile pattern. There, I sort of looked at the dress and I was like, oh, that's really nice. And then when I had a look at the line drawing, I was like, wow, actually you get quite a lot of bang for your buck with this pattern. So I'm almost going to start with the line drawing so we can see what is going on. So there are 4 options, 2 dress options, 2 top options. There are, so let's start with the dresses. So the first dress has got it's a shirt dress with tiers of gathering, and it sits sort of, I would say, kind of almost maxi, maybe it's kind of mid-calf. Really lovely shape. It's quite relaxed and kind of, I like it because it feels, although it's got lots of gathering, doesn't feel uber feminine. I really like the shape of it. The other version is sleeveless. There are different collar options as well, so you can either go for a standard like shirt collar like this, or there is a little grandad collar. The sleeveless version is a popover style, so the placket kind of goes down to just below the bust. It's quite loose fitting. There's a really lovely blouse with a peplum, which I think is a really useful shape. I think you could get loads and loads of wear out of this. And there's also a kind of relaxed blouse as well. So there's loads and loads that you can do with this pattern. I think it's really useful. We've got it as a PDF only, this pattern. And I just think it's really, really lovely. So if you're thinking that you want something kind of that you can make lots of different ways, this could be a really good option, because you kind of get 4 I feel quite different looks for one pattern, which is fab. So we've got another pattern from I Am Pattern. It's the Chantelle Bodysuit and T-shirt. This one is available as a PDF only. So it is a body and a t-shirt. So if we look at the line drawing, we can see there's the little kind of body, almost like the pant bit add-on, which is nice. If you like having stuff tucked in, then the body is quite a nice option because things don't get untucked, obviously. So it's really simple shape. There are different options for the sleeves. So you can either have a short, a 3/4 or a long, and there are 2 different necklines as well. There's a kind of quite a nice shape, actually, really nice round neck, kind of slightly lower probably than what I'm wearing now, and a boat neck as well, which I think is really, I love the boat neck shape neckline. I think it's lovely. It's a really useful item if you're thinking, you know, you want something extra for your wardrobe of kind of a basic. This is a really nice option. and I like having the body option as well. So next up we've got 2 patterns from Bella Loves Patterns. These come as a PDF only. They have different height options for this, so it's definitely worth checking. They do 5'3" and 5'7", which I think is really nice. So this pattern comes in a size UK 6 to 20. It's a really lovely simple blouse and it's really feminine and I love it. So if we have a look at the line drawing, we can see what is going on here. The thing that I think that really makes this interesting for me is it's got this seam detail running down the top of the sleeve, if you can see on the line drawing, which gives loads of really fun options for colour blocking. You could make this in a white cotton and you could have that panel at the back over the top in like a broderie on glaze, and it would look really interesting. So you could play with different things. You could have, if there's a fabric that's got an inverted print, you could kind of play around with that. So I think you could make it really interesting, or even just slightly tonally different shades I think would look lovely as well. It's got that kind of it's called like a camp style collar, so it's slightly easier in terms of its construction. Button down the front, quite big wide sleeves actually, which I really like in that sort of in this sort of blouse. I think it makes it quite interesting, and I really love the fabrication. So they've made it in a kind of, looks like a sort of sand wash satin, and I think it looks really beautiful and elegant. So if you're in the market for a really lovely blouse, then this one is definitely worth going and having a look at. So if you've made that and you're thinking you quite like something to wear with it, or you're thinking you'd like something kind of in the waistcoat department, they have just released the Benny vest, which is also PDF only and comes in sizes UK 6 to 20. I really love this. So quite a lot of waistcoats around at the moment. They seem to be very much in wearing the waistcoat with nothing underneath and then a pair of trousers in the same fabric, so it's like a full outfit, quite 90s Rachel from Friends, that's what I'm feeling, but very much in. So I liked this because it's got kind of like princess seams on the waistcoat. The button comes up quite high, which a lot of the other waistcoat patterns don't. So it really is designed for you to wear nothing underneath, and it covers up, so you kind of modesty wise, anyone who's got a slightly bigger bust, this is definitely the way to go. It's got that really nice cut out V at the front, and as you can see it's a really nice shape. It's kind of quite feels quite vintage in the shape. It really kind of kicks out and makes the most of your curves. It's got a lovely little detail. You can see the pocket details on the front, and then there's also a kind of your classic tie detail at the back. Little darts at the top of the shoulder, which is also, I think, really nice in a piece like this, because you can get that, sometimes shoulders can be a bit funny, so that's a sign of a good cut to me. Yeah, it's just a really nice pattern, so if you're looking for a waistcoat, this one's definitely worth going and having a bit of a look at. So last but not least, we have got the Itch to Stitch Tarocco skirt, which I no doubt have said incorrectly. This is a PDF only pattern. It comes in sizes UK 00 to 40, so it's got a really fantastic size range. I love this. So it's essentially a classic denim skirt. The thing that is really nice about it is that it's slightly A-line, so it kind of instead of kind of following the curve of your hips, it kicks out slightly, which I think, and I'm just generalising, I just feel like that shape looks a lot better on more people. I think it's a really nice shape. So you can see that she's made it in quite a structured material, and it really holds its shape. This would change depending obviously what fabric you're using. If you made it in a linen, it wouldn't be so structured, but I think it looks really cute, that sort of style. So if we have a look at the line drawing, you can see that it's a panelled skirt. There are really big kind of patch pockets on the front. There are also patch pockets on the back. They're a little below the waistband. There are little darts as well. There's quite a lot of nice details going on. So if you you'd learn quite a lot doing this, I think, if you haven't made anything like this before, and get really good at top stitching, which is always something really handy to get good at. And and these are quite nice. So if you are thinking that you'd quite like to make a pair of jeans, a denim skirt like this is a really nice place to start, because you do a lot of the details on a pair of jeans, but you don't have all those fit issues, but you've done a proper fly and you've done all the top stitching and you've put belt loops on. You've kind of done quite a lot of the core kind of things that you do on a pair of jeans. So this could be a nice place to start if you're thinking jeans for autumn. Start with the skirt and then you can move on to that. So that is it from me this week. I hope you're all well, had a lovely week, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.